Welcome to 5 Points of Articulation, where I review action figures and then articulate 5 points to help you decide if you want to add that figure to your collection. The 5 points I discuss are packaging, presentation, posability, playability, and price. I'm Jason, and if you enjoy my content, please like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube rigmarole. You can also follow us on our new Facebook page. Link is down in the description. This past weekend was Easter, and for a lot of people, that means eggs. For me, it means a very special kind of egg, alien eggs. My parents always gave me a little something special to go with my Easter basket, but I'll never forget the year that they gave me the entire second series of Alien figures by Kenner. That second series was awesome. We had the Mantis Alien, the Giant Facehugger Queen, the Snake Alien, the Rhino Alien, and they gave me the whole wave. My mind was blown. I vividly remember spending the entire afternoon playing in the backyard. It's one of my happiest childhood Easter memories. And ever since then, I've associated Easter with aliens. And so, for this year, I decided to give myself a gift. I found out about this 3 3/4 scale Newt figure made by Super7 for their Alien Reaction line, and I thought to myself that it might be a perfect complement for my Kenner aliens. Will she go with my Kenner aliens? Only one way to find out. Let's take her over to the review station and dig in. Starting off with the packaging, we can see that Super7 modeled their backer card off of the Kenner Star Wars line. Kind of a curious choice considering that Kenner did have a line of their own, which even NECA pays tribute to with their own retro figures. That being said, Super7 is definitely trying to evoke a certain era of figure collecting, and I think this works great. Even the Reaction logo evokes the old Kenner font. On the back, we can see the other figures that we have in the wave, including Ripley, Bishop, Vasquez, Hudson, and Hicks. We also have the Midnight, Dusk, and Nightfall Alien Warriors. And you'll also notice that this is an adult collectible and definitely not a toy, and that it's for ages 14 and up. It's clean, it's simple, the Alien Queen makes it very clear which film we're talking about. I think it does a great job of evoking that late 70s, early 80s aesthetic. For packaging, I'm giving Newt 1 whole point. Moving on to presentation, and this is going to be a little bit different. Normally I'm looking for lots of detail and good likeness, and really this time what I want most of all is simplicity. Rebecca Newt Jordan has a very simple, sad face. I like how her eyes are just basically black lines like an old Hanna-Barbera cartoon. But they did go in to paint the silver fasteners on her overalls, and that's a really nice detail. But you know what just occurred to me? With her green shirt and her blue overalls, she kinda looks like Luigi. Aliens was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid, and I felt so betrayed when they killed Newt off in Alien 3. A few years ago, a cat got into my attic and had a litter. One of the kittens got stuck in my wall and we had to cut her out. I actually named the kitten Newt after this character. If you want to see an adorable kitten picture, please do stick around to the end of this video. Not much to talk about, but it's her simplicity that I like. For presentation, Newt gets 1 whole point. Moving on to posability, and this should go pretty fast, Newt only has 5 points of articulation. Head moves side to side a little bit on a disc, hindered of course by her hair. The arms on the Newt go round and round, round and round, round and round, and she kicks forward that much. Again, not much articulation, but that's what this line is about. For posability, I'm giving Newt 1 whole point. Moving on to playability, and Newt comes with Casey, which is the head of her doll.
She's just a piece of plastic.
Honestly, pretty spot on though. As you can see, Newt stands just under 3 inches. That means that compared to the rest of the line, there's a whole 1/4 of an inch of plastic that we're not getting with her that we are getting with the other figures. I haven't seen the other figures in the wave in person, but I have to imagine at least a couple of the Marines come with weapons. So considering the price, which we'll be talking about in a minute, I feel like we got a little bit shortchanged. Even something simple like a removable army helmet would have gone a long way to add some value to this. But that's not why I bought her. I bought her to go with my Kenner aliens, and wow! Even though she's a 3 3/4 inch scale figure, because she's a smaller character, she fudges in perfectly. I can see why Kenner wouldn't have done her as a single-carded figure, but as maybe a pack-in accessory for a vehicle or a playset, she would have been perfect. For years, I've been hoping to add Vasquez and Hudson to my collection, but now I realize that this Newt figure is the real holy grail I've been looking for all along. She's just a piece of plastic, but without her, your Kenner alien figure collection is definitely incomplete. She is a bit too small for the 7-inch lanyard collection. She'll fit fine the 3 3/4 inch collection though. And speaking of 3 3/4 inch figures, here she is alongside a couple of Star Wars figures.
Are you an angel?
For a more Newt-specific comparison, here she is alongside the only other Newt figure that I have, which is of course the NECA Toy Aliens 2-pack. And again, if you need a substitute for Luigi, Newt will fit right in. Based on her own merit and what she comes with, I probably would only give her half a point. But that's not why I bought her. I bought her to go with my Kenner Aliens, and she is everything I wanted and more. For playability, I'm giving Newt 1 whole point. This leaves us with nothing left to discuss but the price. I shelled out $18 for this figure, which was the best price I could find. Star Wars figures for this same size go for about 12 bucks. Granted, Super7 is a smaller company that is catering to the collector market. Even so, for a figure that is so small, it probably could have counted as an accessory with another figure. That is entirely too much. For price, I'm giving Newt half a point for a grand total of 4.5 out of 5. Super7 launched their reaction figures by producing previously unreleased Alien figures from the first movie. Considering their knowledge and involvement with the brand, I think it's safe to say they knew what they were doing. They were doing what Kenner never did, giving us a Newt figure to go with our 90s Alien collection. If you are as big of a fan of that toy line as I am, you have to get this. Now, since you've been so good and made it all the way to the end of the video, it's time to make good on my promise. Here's Newt, the kitten that my dad and I saved out of my wall a couple of years back. Hey Newt, was that not the cutest kitten that you've seen all day? Affirmative! And I hope you liked it too. I'll be back again real soon, but until then, have fun and also watch out for scalpers. They mostly come out at night. Mostly.